Alright all, and welcome back to the Day 2 preview for the Punchestown Festival. I'm here at half 2 on what is meant to be obviously Day 1, so I don't know what's happened yet. I don't know whether Ruby has had an absolute terrible day and all his favourites have lost, or whether him and WP have gone through the card. I'm not so sure yet. Hopefully, based on what I was backing and what I have backed, he has a good day. But anyway, moving on to Day 2, another good day of action culminating really in the Punchestown Gold Cup, which will be an absolute crackerjack of a race. But starting off with the Adair Manor Opportunity Series final handicap hurdle, invariably one of the tougher races on the whole Punchestown Festival to pick the winner of. I like one in here near the top of the weights, Press Conference for Jessica Harrington. Sean O'Keefe takes all four, a good apprentice rider is Sean. And this horse I suspect will be quite short. Beat Animix in a maiden hurdle last time out. We saw him at Limerick. Appreciates a bit better ground, I think. And I think he just has every right to go close in a race of this nature. He's handicapped, not out of it at all. There seems to be, I suspect there will be money for Musical Slave for Philip Hobbs in the JP colours, but JP has 3 in the race, and the one I'd be siding with from out of his bunch is Duke de Beauchesne, another English raider for David Pipe. Seems to gradually be coming to the boil in lesser races in England, and well worth a chance here. Donny McInerney getting the call up to ride him. The 420 is the Irish Auction Hurdle Series final. A great initiative this, the Connolly's Red Mills EBF auction, because it gives horses that probably weren't that expensively bought a chance to win big prize money on the big days. And there's only one in this really, and it's 0-10. I suspect he will be favoured, but this is a really good horse. I think it's a horse I like an awful lot. I saw him at Leopardstown on that Monday card, their season finale, and geez, he won so easy. I haven't seen David Mullins do less on a horse, to be honest, and he won easy. One, I'm not sure whether I'd put him up each way or not, but one to certainly look out for, I think, is Mr. Edmund for Oliver McKiernan. Oliver McKiernan's horses usually take a little while to come to the boil. This horse actually won his maiden hurdle on his first time out on the track. Be interesting to see how he goes. The Louis Fitzgerald Hotel Hurdle sees an awful lot of these horses coming here, where obviously this hadn't been the original plan, with Paloma Blue back over hurdles. Valdieu and Vision d'Honneur haven't quite made it. And despite both of them coming off mighty absences, I really shouldn't be going for them. But both Crack Mome and Crack Teepee, the two Willie Mullins horses, would be my two in this race. Mullins also has Ellie May, who's got a chance at the bottom of the weights, the mare. But these two horses, Crack Mome, a one-time Supreme Novices Hurdle favourite, didn't bombed out last time we saw in the 2017 Supreme Novices. Crack Teepee hasn't been seen since, I think, 2016. So they're miles off the track, but hopefully at least one of them can run their race. The 3 Mile Novice Hurdle, an interesting race, seeing the front 3 in the Albert Bartlett all come to a head again. However, I've been a massive fan of Carefully Selected. If you're any bit of a long-term viewer of this channel, you'll know I'm a big fan of him. I put him up for the Ballymore at the start of the season. Didn't really get to the track until after Cheltenham, so hopefully compensation awaits here. He's been trimmed into 5-1. I've got on a little bit at bigger prices than that, because I knew this was really his target. One I wouldn't discount, just at a big price, is Schoolboy Hours for Noel Mead at 25-1. He's had his jumping issues, but I think this horse has got a big engine on him, to be fair. The Carl Punchestown Gold Cup, it's a 3-horse race, I think. I don't think it's a 2-horse race. I think it's between Alboon Photo, Kemboy and Bell's Hill. And under David Mullins, I certainly wouldn't be discounting Bell's Hill. He's probably the each-way bet of the race, but he's not at an each-way price anymore. I have to side with Al Boom City. We all have backed him for the Gold Cup. We all went mental, and you can't be deserting him now. I can't understand why he's not favoured either. I think at the prices, he's the one to go for. The Champion Bumper doesn't see any of the really good horses, I must confess. Golden Spread is a horse that I think could do well here. Barry O'Neill retaining his ride after beating Mount Leinster at Fairyhouse 10 days ago or so. And one I really like is Santa Rossa. Tipped him up for the Aintree Mares Bumper. Ran an alright race and came third. I think he's a bit better than that, to be honest, and hopefully can go close. The Guinness Handicap Chase, Live, Love, Laugh is in here. I think this is around his trip. they've tried him under some weird enough trips. He ran a great race in the National for an awful long way, and hopefully can go well back over 2.5 here. And Blaster Kuman is always shaped like he has one of these big handicap chases in him. Will today be the day he actually puts it together? And in the mare's bumper to conclude, there is an absolute jet running in this race. It's my nap of the day. I don't care what price she goes off. Gypsy Island. She is an absolute machine. I saw her at Nice when she won her second bumper. She'd been beaten in a maiden hurdle and went back to a bumper. She won that day by 2 or 3 lengths. Then won at Fairyhouse in a listed race by 10 lengths. She seems to be coming to the boil. Peter Fahey knows how to get these horses to perform on the big stage, and I think she's going to take all the beating here. The one that I suspect will be following her home is Daylight Katie. Don't be put off by David Dunstan riding her. David gave her a cracking ride at Aintree, and she's a good mare in her own right. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below, and of course give me your selections for day 2. Are you on the Al Boom train once again with me because it's leaving the station, or are you a Ken Boy or Bells Hill fan? Let me know down below. I'll see you tomorrow.